Deane, for all his talents, was given to one particular flaw. He saw the world as he wished to see it. But as we know, an optimist is simply a man who hasn't heard the news. As my time in the African Rifles had taught me, one ignored the elephant in the room at one's peril.
£500,000 sterling. Brilliant.
Oh, hello.
I believe the lady said get lost.
I need a change of tone. I've done a couple of very serious things. The promotional side of doing those was quite intense as well, and I just thought, let's change the tone. And if we could get the likes of Cameron involved, that would be a slam dunk.
These people are barbarians.
Other countries, other customs, Mr. Deane.
How are we going to meet this woman?
I remember one terrible night in Botswana.
No, she's surrounded by a Cro-Magnon Swiss guard. This wasn't the plan, Major. How are we going to get back on plan?
You boys okay? Huh? Face is still all right ways round.
The idea of being able to do any material by the Coen brothers is very exciting, and also, you know, working with Colin, he was attached before I was. So the fact that I would get to work with Colin and, you know, not only in something that has a lot of physical comedy and is really sort of a song and dance. I mean, it's really like doing a musical in some ways.
It's a farce, and it's a little scary, I think, for most actors. It's a very particular skill. Whether you're capable of the physical comedy, the timing, you know, I think people who know the territory say do it at your peril.
Well, that seems to have had the desired effect.
My pants! My bloody trousers!
His natural reticence and her kind of buoyant openness and optimism, you know, create, you know, it actually underscores the culture clash that is part of what the movie is, and you know, and I think it's like that business of, you know, hot and cold, and that there's a kind of magnetism that comes through the very different temperatures in a way that they exist at.
Perhaps if your grandmother would move over for a moment?
Grandma Merle, these nice people want to take a picture here in the house.
Is everyone in this state named Merle?
The first film was not a farce. The first film was a heist caper. You know, it was light, but it was much cleaner and more precise in terms of pursuit of the heist genre. This owes more to somewhere between Blake Edwards and Noises Off. I mean, this is, you know, you can't imagine Michael Caine trousers falling off and, you know, clinging to the side of a building. It just doesn't happen at that pitch. In some ways, we're channeling something that's so completely unrelated to the first film that I think the idea of the remake was very, very distant. I mean, I think I don't think there's a single line of dialogue that was taken from the old script.
Colin was really adamant about one line, which was when PJ says to him, "You have nice eyes for a man who never smiles," which was a line that wasn't in the Coen brothers script, that is in the original movie. But I think that there's not many points of contact, you know, aside from that basic Walter Mitty kind of idea of, here's Harry Deane's fantasy, oh wait, you know, that was a fantasy, and getting what he wants done in reality is a lot harder.
Not forgetting anything else, are we, sir?
No, I shouldn't think so.